Gila, dia pengen baca semuanya, lihat. Ini semua tuh buku semua ya, perpustakaan. Macam apa ini? Dia pengen baca semuanya, gue aja pas liatnya kayak gak bakal keumuran dah. Terlalu banyak. Oke, kesini kali. Oke, kebuka sendiri ternyata. Gue kira buntu loh tadi. Bisa lompat ke bawah? Enggak. Halo.
Please speak to history. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
Speak? Who are we supposed to speak to?
Besides us, there's... Oh, maybe she means we should read the book on that dead...
What is it that you seek?
Kyoka? What's going on?
Name, Kyoka. One relevant result. I will provide information about Kyoka Eden. Kyoka Eden is one of the design children created in Togetsu.
Design what? What does this thing mean, created?
dia berarti robot gitu.
I've heard that phrase before.
AI.
If I'm not mistaken, they're people that were designed with specific genes for desired outer appearance and physical ability.
I looked into it too. It's basically what Luca said, but it says it's just a theory and impossible to implement.
Yes, it's kind of hard to believe. How could a mere religious group have such advanced technology?
Yang agamis punya teknologi se-advance ini gitu.
I've never heard that she was involved with Togetsu, but this vision really...
This form is not Kyoka Eden. It is Dr. Hitoyo Pope, the expert in neuroscience and power research, and founder of the Togetsu faith.
Hitoyo Pope.
What? So you're saying Kyoka and Dr. Pope have the same face?
Atau mungkin orang yang sama
Kyoka
gitu.
Eden was created based on Dr. Pope.
Kayak cloningannya gitu ya.
Made Kyoka?
No. Dr. Pope passed away nearly 2,000 years ago and is no longer with us.
2,000 years ago? The Togetsu faith is that
2000
old?
tahun yang lalu.
That's the same
2000
time
tahun yang lalu.
that New Himuka was founded.
Oh, I see. So, does that mean there's information here on New Himuka from that period? Huh?
The moon watches over you.
It's
Dia mulai
gone.
aneh nih.
It felt like we were having a conversation with it. But I think this is just a database searching terminal with voice controls. And from the looks of it, this terminal doesn't have permission to answer Yuito's last question.
Dia nggak ada akses buat ngejawab
So,
pertanyaan
can we
itu
just
gitu.
try to sit somewhere else?
It doesn't seem too dangerous. Whether or not the information is accurate is another matter.
Right. Okay, let's try another terminal.
Ini yang ini nih.
Let me try sitting this time.
Cuma duduk doang.
What is it that you seek?
Where should I start? Let's see. What was New Himuka like when the country was first founded?
New Himuka. I will provide information on the country's history.
New Himuka pas
Himuka
pertama
was
ya.
founded 2,020 years ago on Earth as a nation of Ark citizens.
Ark citizens? What's that?
The title of the colonists that came to Earth from the moon.
Dari bulan coba.
What?
From the moon?
Yes. In the beginning, mankind prospered on Earth. But let us take a look at what happened 3,000 years ago. Environmental changes caused by a shift in the Earth's orbit drastically decreased the human population for a period. Humans emigrated to the moon and built a city there to ensure the survival of their species. From there, they moved forward with renovating Earth's environment.
What are you saying?
After the 1,000-year renovation project, Earth's environment became mostly inhabitable again.
I'm not sure I'm quite getting it. You're saying people moved from the Earth to the Moon and then came back down to Earth?
Oh, bukan alien.
Wait a
Jadi
minute,
dari
I can't
bumi
keep
ke
up.
bulan dulu, udah dari bulan
They
balik lagi ke
dispatched
bumi.
colonists. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you mean that a group of people were selected to leave the moon?
That is right.
If that's true, then there are still people
Oke, masih ada berarti orang yang ada di
What
bulan
did you
tuh.
say?
Oke, dia gak punya jawaban nih. Gak bisa, bukan gak punya.
Watches over
Nah,
you.
ke limit gitu aksesnya.
Oh.
What do you...
I gave up trying to understand halfway through.
It's so absurd that I almost want to believe it's just a token.
There's no mention of it at all in my info network. It's probably just some religious scripture of
If colonists founded New Himuka, then the founding father, Yakumo Sumeragi, came from the
Oke,
moon.
yang nenek moyang dia.
Hang on. Your ancestor came from...
If what this vision says is true, all the people on Earth are descended from colonists from the moon.
If all that stuff about the moon is true, that means New Himuka is hiding this information.
New Himuka nyembunyiin informasi ini nih pastinya nih.
Some kind of reason they don't... I'm like high-key afraid of the other terminals now.
Oke, dia malas nyoba.
I feel someone watching.
Informasi apa lagi?
No one should be there though.
It appears we should remain vigilant.
Nah, kan dia udah ngerasa ada yang ngeliatin lagi. Kok jadi serem ya?
Let me give it a try.
What is it that you...
Continuing from before, are there still people?
I cannot properly answer that.
Emang nggak bisa jawab.
At this time, all communications with the moon are suspended.
Ditunda.
Suspended?
Yes. Due to the effects of the extinction belt, no information from the moon reaches Earth.
Karena others-nya mungkin ya.
But with the extinction belt there, the colonists wouldn't have been able to come down from the moon. They'd be attacked by other...
No. When the colonists made their descent from the moon, the extinction belt did not exist yet.
Oh, belum ada.
It appeared after the colonists came to Earth?
Atau mungkin mereka yang
Yes,
bawa itu
that is
justru.
correct.
We were taught that the extinction belt was born in the spring of extinction.
That happened when the nation was founded.
The colonists came to Earth, then the extinction belt appeared, and New Himuka was founded. That being said, that isn't enough proof for us to believe it.
So the others appeared with the extinction belt.
That is incorrect. The others suddenly started appearing long after the extinction belt appeared.
What? It wasn't at the same time? But aren't others born
Berarti
in
ada
the
informasi
extinction belt?
palsu nih.
The moon
Oke,
watches...
nggak bisa. Aksesnya di limit nih.
The others are even more mysterious now.
Nah, kan datangnya dari mana tuh kita makin jadi nggak
Are
yakin.
you
Ya.
alright?
Yeah, but I just can't get myself to
Ya,
believe
terlalu
all
banyak
of
ya,
this.
terlalu banyak informasi
How
nih.
about everyone else?
I can't go along with it either, but all we can do for now is accept it and try to get...
Informasi yang kita dapat berlebihan nih.
We need to learn all we can while...
Satu lagi.
Then all said,
What is it that you seek?
let me try being direct this time. What
Oke,
exactly
apa
are
itu others
others?
itu sebenarnya itu apa gitu?
I cannot access the information you seek here. Access to Babe is necessary.
Babe, access to babe. Babe?
So the terminals here can't answer.
That may be true, but the vision hasn't disappeared. Also, I'm sure you've all realized by now, isn't it weird that our random questions and the permissions of the terminals all lined up?
So, you're saying Togetsu has some kind of plan here?
I'm sure they do.
The reason we came here is to gather any information we couldn't find in Suo or Seiran. Maybe they knew about that? Of course, this could...
But what happens if we match everything we heard to Major General Fubuki's plans? Will we just tell everyone that we came from the moon? There's no proof.
Bakal dianggap
They'll
gila
laugh us out
malah
of every
nah, kan?
town.
Malah bakal dianggap gila
You're
justru.
right. Even if it is true, it was 2,000 years ago. That's ancient history to us now.
Yeah, I think so too. We need information to appeal to our current... the people's current sense of...
I will provide information on
Oke,
current
bisa dia. Ada informasi tuh.
Kunad Gate, the pseudo-black hole that appeared above Kunad Highway. That is called the Kunad Gate.
It's talking about
Oh,
that
yang kemarin,
localized
yang kemarin
gravitational
tuh.
anomaly.
Yang pas kita udah lawan si
There actually
Karen.
hasn't been much news about that. What's dangerous about it?
This gravitational anomaly is continuing to expand daily and is expected to consume Earth in the near
Bakal
future.
makan bumi.
What?
Hancurin bumi lagi gitu. Bakal kesedot
Earth
bumi
is gonna
semuanya.
be swallowed by the Kunad
Akan
Gate?
ditelan gitu.
The Kunad
Walaupun
Gate
baru
is
kecil
expected
sekarang.
to expand in response to the power of Yuito Sumeragi.
Kok malah jadi
It
ke
is
sini?
likely that the destruction of Earth is unavoidable.
Why is it mentioning you?
The destruction of Earth. And you're saying it's Yuito's fault?
But there is nothing to fear. All will be saved if you trust in the teachings of Togetsu.
Hang on. What about my power? What does the Kunad Gate have to do with me?
The Kunad Gate is a trivial problem. The correction of the incorrect universe is essential
Duh,
to
kebanyakan nih gue mulai
Souls return
mulai
to
bingung
Mother
jadinya
Moon.
tuh.
The moon watches over you.
Hey!
Don't let what it said bother you. It was probably just trying to scare.
The Kunad Gate. I did indeed hear that hole is pulling in things around it.
So, it's saying
Oh bakal
the hole will get bigger.
kan bakal
and
nambah gede
swallow
dan
the
gede
Earth?
lagi gitu.
No, it's dangerous to take that at face value. Yuito, I know hearing your own name shocked you, but this might be a trap. We can't let ourselves be misled.
Yeah, it doesn't feel true. But if what they're saying is true, could that be the reason why Kasane tried to kill me?
Atau karena si
Are you
Kasanenya
okay?
udah tahu.
Yeah. There isn't any proof, but it might be best for me to talk to Kasane. But if I find out that it is indeed true, and the Kunad Gate is linked to my power in some way,
Okay, we're done checking the terminals. But I wonder what this babe, the last terminal,
Ya
mentioned.
babe itu
Yeah, I
apa?
wonder what it meant by that.
Babe.
I see you seek information on Babe.
Oke, ada yang bantu ngejawab nih.
You scared me.
Belum. Dia yang bakal ngejelasin nih.
Please proceed through the door in front of you.
Baby
sorry,
waits.
but what?
Babe
The city
menunggu.
computer managing Togetsu. Similar to Arahabaki and Suo.
They have something like that?
This way, please.
This is suspicious.
Outsiders would in no way be allowed access to a system on the level of Arahabaki.
Harusnya kita nggak
And
bisa
you gotta
masuk gitu.
wonder, why would such a small religious group need a computer like that?
Leaving now is not an option for us. Let's just see what...
There's a huge room on the other side of that door. I can see something. It appears to be...
Be careful. Our communications might get cut off.
Oke, oh iya, kalau komunikasi sama dia
We'll get out
mungkin
right
bakal
away if
putus
things-
karena ada penghalang gitu di sini kan.
It must be Babe. We don't know what might happen.
Akses keamanannya
Let's stay
tinggi
on our
gitu.
toes.
Jadi gak bakal diizinin ada komunikasi keluar. Gila. Itu gede
Is
banget patung.
this the Babe terminal?
Oh, itu buku semua ya.
This way, Master
Buku yang
Yuito.
ngebentuk gitu.
I'm sure you are having difficulty believing all you learned. That doubt will turn to belief if you speak with Babe.
Oh, Babe
The moon
itu
is always watching.
terminal terakhir.
Wataru,
Oke, nggak bisa. Udah terputus sama si Wataru kan.
no good.
Let's get the information we need and get out quickly. We're too vulnerable here.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Oh, I guess there's no vision of Dr. Pope this time. How do we get information out of it? This feels like an SAS.
Kayak SAS ya, bukan kayak tadi. Langsung ke otak mungkin masuknya ya, nah, kan?
What is...
Stop!
Si Kasan?
What you're doing is too dangerous. Cut the connection now!
Kasan?
Can you hear me, Yuito?
Si Kasan nih.
The connection.
Yuito?
Jebakan atau ini apa nih? Dibawa keluar langsung coba. Pada bengong.
Are you okay?
What just happened?
It seems like they were trying to hijack my brain.
Mau dihack otaknya coba.
Thanks for...
We have to stop.
Atau kita emang dijebak nih?
That believer was acting strange. They might have been after Yuito's brain from the very beginning.
Dari awal emang udah
Luckily enough, Yuito's
ngincernya
all
otak
right.
si Yuito gitu, udah ngincer otak si
Let's give
Yuito.
up.
Yeah. But I wonder if they'll just let us...
Oh iya, bakal dijaga atau gimana nih?
Yuito, I forced myself in because I was nearby.
Kasane! You're in Togetsu
Ada juga dari Togetsu.
Wait, before that...
Instead of thanking me, why don't you help me? Arashi and the others have been
Oke,
captured.
kita bakal gabung lagi sama mereka kayaknya ya. Udahan gelut ya gitu.
They're being held in some room, but I don't know which one.
Oke, mereka ditahan
Are you in base
di sini
terminal?
nih.
I want you to try to unlock all the doors in Togetsu.
Okay, I'll...
What are they doing in Togetsu? No. Babe is the computer that controls all of Togetsu, right?
Why do you ask all of a sudden?
Kasane forced a brain talk connection with me. She said Arashi and the others are locked in a room.
What?
Is she after you again?
No, I only realized I was in danger because she warned me. She wouldn't have helped me if she was planning to kill me.
All right. It's unlikely that Kasane or her platoon are working with Togetsu.
Luca?
We can't let Yuito be taken over. Don't worry. It looks like I can operate.
Dia nyoba coba.
Helping Kasane platoon is all well and good.
Right. That's to be expected. But this should let them escape as well.
Thanks,
Dihack
Luca.
atau gimana ya?
Everyone,
Diatur dari
let's get
komputer
out of
gitu.
here.
Dibuka itunya. Setiap sel. Gila, ini gue gak nyangka sama ini agak serem banget ya, ini yang ngebentuk manusia kayak jadi sosok manusia kayak gini. Wow. Kita nggak bisa pakai kemampuan yang lain di sini ya?
And I'm connected.
Oke kan?
Is everyone alright?
Udah bisa lagi.
We're okay, but we might be in trouble. We need to get out of here.
Harus cepat-cepat keluar. Hah. Nah kan bakal dicegat.
They're coming. Move!
Dari awal gue udah ngeri.
Kasane?
Did she come with Kyoka? No, wait. This is...
Oh mungkin itunya doang ya? Di cloning gitu. Bukan yang asli gitu.
Around. Your way out's getting...
I'm breaking through! What was it that just attacked us?
Design children.
Nah, design children.
So it's not just Kyoka. Kasane is one of Togetsu's design children too?
Can you think of another reason they'd have the same face?
Enemies approaching at 4 o'clock.
Ya, udah ada
There's
musuh
no
lagi
time
nih.
to talk. Just...
Okay. Use 5 to disengage. Yuk, kita udah di luar ya? Bentar. Kita open the world map. Gak bisa. Ya, kita harus jalan gitu. Anjir, gua malas banget ya. Lama gitu loh. Lihat. Jauh banget. Jauh banget, gila.
Thanks, Luca!
Malah harus ngelawan dulu lagi kan.
Don't get too close to that other. You'll get caught in this explosion. Thanks. I'll take it. If your body begins to burn with fire, it'll drain your health, so be careful. Those followers who attacked us all look like Kasane and Kyoka.
Does that mean that all the Togetsu followers are design children?
Teori baru tuh. Oke. Naik ini lagi.
You took it down.
Minggir. Semuanya minggir. Gue paling senang naik ini dah. Minggir. Jadi nggak terlalu jauh ya. Oke, udah nyampe kan?
Doesn't look like anyone's following us. Maybe they gave up.
Looks like it, but still.
I wonder if Kasana's team got out all right.
Whoa, other reading closing in.
Oke, ini yang gedenya nih.
Dead ahead.
Bosnya nih, udah lama gak lawan bos nih. Iya pasti S. Oke, siap-siap kawan. Mulai lagi otaknya kan.
Are you okay?
No, there's no way I can drink that.
Ya. Kita harus minum yang dari pala orang itu tuh. Ya. Kita nggak tahu kemampuannya kayak gimana.
That ice is like armor, but my power might be able to melt it.
Buat nyairin esnya paling bagus yang si Namco. Enggak jadi apa-apa.
Successfully reached shell. Attack now.
Kayak damage-nya terlalu dikit nih.
Regroup.
It is nothing.
Not yet. Damn it!
You okay?
Let's regroup now.
Ada satu darah.
The water is too strong to get in closer. Yuito, use my power to get inside the water.
Here you go.
Malah masuk ke dalam es juga.
I hit the outer shell. I think I can break it if I focus my attacks.
I'm taking your fire.
Kita pakai brand lagi.
Not yet. At this rate,
I need to support the engine. No, Yuito!
Dia kuat banget ya.
this is not.
Shell breach confirmed. Put the pressure on.
Cuman gitu doang kan.
Great, I'm stoked.
Gue harus pakai brand dong.
Here we go.
Someone did bad. The water is too strong to get any closer. Yuito, use my power to get inside the water.
Cuman segitu doang.
Let's go.
Pakai brand sekarang. Oke.
Endure it.
Kok nggak jalan sih?
You all, I'll destroy everything! Leave it to me. I'm feeling really good.
my power.
There's nothing I can't do.
Ya, keburu 15 detik.
Go! Take this guy out now!
Oke, udah. Cuman satu lagi yang buat itu aja. Bentar. Nah, ininya nih. Langsung kan tadi. Do it, Yuito. Ya, keburu telat. Ya. Aduh. Brandfield aja cuma segitu nih, bos. Ini bos benar-benar bos.
Punches are as heavy as its size implies. It would be reckless to approach with no strategy. Let's regroup. The shell is broken. Give it everything you have.
Jangan dulu. Ya harusnya gue tadi pakai aja yang dia. Gue lupa lagi. Jangan dulu. Gue kira bisa disimpan gitu loh. Atau jangan-jangan pas gini tuh gue seharusnya nggak langsung dipencet G gitu, harusnya dilawan dulu sekuat mungkin, tambahan waktu lah gitu.
That attack worked. That must be a weak spot.
Oke, lama banget nih monster ini nih.
You should be able to break the outer shell and keep attacking. I need to support the injured. Let's go!
Oke.
At this rate.
Kena lebih. Pakai dulu biar aman. Yuk, gak ada lagi yang vision yang biasa. Oke, yang ini nih. Gelembung.
Use it well. Not yet. Good timing. I hate getting my clothes wet. My pleasure. Someone's in trouble. Pay attention. That must be a sweet spot. Let's go.
Bang. Bagus. Bentar. Oke, dia mau kabur tadi tuh kan. Dikit lagi. Brandfield bisa nggak sekali lagi gitu? Nah, bisa. Semoga gak mati kita. Susah ngontrol kecepatan masalahnya tuh. Pas kita dibunuh ini tuh. Jadi gampang diserang juga.
Witness my strength.
Coba di sini. Gue finish musuh pas pakai brain fuel gitu. Ini gue lama loh ngelawan ini.
Target eliminated.
Dikat aja sampai
And everyone's safe.
versi beres.
How's your head?
selesai gitu.
Don't.
I'm better now.
Yuito, can you and your platoon hear me?
Kasane!
Are you near us?
Yes, but we're closer to Togetsu than you, and we're still running. Let me make a suggestion. You learned something in there, right? Why don't we exchange intel? And we have a lot to talk about.
And here I was thinking she wouldn't want to talk.
Tukeran
Okay.
informasi.
I was thinking the same thing.
Good, that settles it.
We'll be waiting halfway up Hino Mountain.
Roger that.
Sorry. I should have...
Beres nih glutnya nih kayaknya.
You're the one Kasane is after. If that's what you want to do, I don't mind. But
I told you that she saved me in Togetsu. I think she had a reason for trying to kill me.
what are you gonna do if she doesn't?
Sampai habis coba dipakai.
They're here. It's all of Kasane platoon.
Kasane! Looks like all of you made it out okay.
I was able to rescue them thanks to your help.
I should be thanking you. I would have been taken over by Babe if you hadn't been there.
Kayak gak ada apa-apa gitu
Hey,
ngobrolnya tuh kayak
Kasane.
gak ada apa-apa
You're
gitu,
not going
kayak
to
gak
try and
pernah
kill Yuito
saling-
again,
saling
are you?
membunuh gitu.
I
Saling
already
mencoba.
told you. She was the one that
Ditanyain,
saved me.
coba dipastiin.
I know.
Ditanyain.
You have all the right in the world to doubt me. In fact, I don't blame you for it either. Yes, I think it's best to talk for now. We should talk and find a better solution, rather than just forging ahead on assumptions. It took me too long to come to this decision, and
Something's different about you. Can you tell me what happened? Why did you try to kill me?
I know this will sound ridiculous, but I tried to kill you because I was asked to. By you. 50 years in the future.
Me? 50 years in the future?
I completely understand how you feel. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, there's no way I would have believed it either.
Do you remember when Captain Seto died on the Kunad Highway, and we saw that strange sight? My time travel power, the red strings, activated. Then we jumped 50 years into the future.
What? You went to the future?
Red strings. That's right. You said you have dreams about those.
It wasn't a dream. I have the ability to travel through time. A power called red strings. And Yuito, apparently you have the same power as well.
Cuman kalau si Naomi itu deket gitu, kalau dia lebih
What?
gimana gitu.
I know we both use psychokinesis, but that's not what you're saying.
It seems you understand these red strings a lot better than the rest of us. Just where did you get that knowledge? Was that from the future too?
Yes, it was. We saw Yuito in the future. He told me quite a lot.
He also asked you to kill me.
Dia ngobrol sama
Right.
kita di masa depan gitu.
I'll tell you everything I learned in the future. That should answer everyone's question.
Who should I ask first?
Oke. Kita nanya apaan coba?
The power we
Langsung
both
masuk ke
have is
sananya aja,
actually
Mbak.
gravikinesis. It just looks like psychokinesis. When that gravikinesis becomes strong enough to travel through space and time, it's called red strings. I had no
Oh, berarti
idea
kita
about
juga
that
bisa
either.
sama kayak dia tuh.
It was when Kasane used the red strings that the Kunad Gate opened. But when her power activated, it resonated with yours, Yuito. That's why the gate won't close. On top of that, the gate seems to be slowly expanding. And looking at the news we got from Seiron,
Ya, udah kita udah dengar masalah ini.
the thing that appears when the red strings are used is like a device to time travel. That's apparently what the... Normally, it appears only for an instant and disappears immediately, but left open like that, the gate will eventually...
Mungkin yang di black hole itu tuh
At first, none of us could believe what we had heard in the future. We got some news in Seiron, then a bunch of stuff happened, and now we can pretty much... But I have to admit, it's gotta be hard to believe, just...
In that world, the Kunad Gate was much bigger than it currently is here in our time. The end of the world. It seems that in that future, the gate had expanded so much that nothing could be done to stop.
The Kunad Gate will disappear if Yuito dies. That's what future Yuito said.
That just can't be
Kalau
true.
Yuitonya mati baru.
It was
hilang
already
gitu.
too late in the future, which is why he asked me that favor. He wanted me to kill you in the past, so the Kunad Gate could be eliminated
Itu
before it got too
satu-satunya
large.
alasan, jadi satu-satunya.
So my power affected the coup. I've had a bad feeling since listening to that vision in Togetsu.
So you knew.
Yeah. I didn't want to believe it, but it's true. So, I guess I just wasn't able to end it myself.
That's not true. The you in that time was great, and you right now is special.
I have to admit, I never thought you'd be complimenting me. That makes me feel a little better.
That reminds me, how is your brain doing? Has it settled down at all?
Yeah, it's
Masalah
fine.
ayahnya nggak ditanyain.
I'm getting by. I told you
Beneran
not to
dibunuh
worry.
sama si Kasane atau enggak? Atau emang
All
udah
right.
beneran gitu, dibunuhnya sama si Kasane?
Then first and foremost, we got some questions, especially about Kyoka.
Yes, of course you would.
Kyoka, are you one of the design...
Yes, I'm a clone made in Togetsu. My genes come from the founder of the Togetsu faith. The city is filled with chosen psionics, designed from the same genetic data.
I see. I guess that's why We were shocked when we saw Dr. Pope's vision in the
I hate to ask this, but if she was one of the Togetsu...
Yes, Kyoka was a spy. She was spying on Kasane. But that's not the case anymore. She decided to live as one of us. I vouch for Kyoka. She's definitely not our enemy.
Yeah, I believe you.
What? That was fast.
The way Kasane looks at Kyoka is proof enough. Though, that's kind of an embarrassing way to put it. Honestly, I don't know much about Kyoka, so I can't... But I do know Kasane. I wanted to talk to her to decide what to do. If I trust Kasane...
Shiden, there's no need to get so riled up. You know very well this is the kind of person Yuito is.
Yeah, I just remembered how stupid he is.
Hey, Kasane.
What? What are you talking?
In Togetsu, we saw design children with the same faces.
Yes.
That's a weird way to say it. This is the first I've heard of this.
I remembered a little from when I was a child in Togetsu. I remembered Mother. From what I recall, I was told I was one of the design children. It only just came back to me, so it doesn't feel real.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have asked.
You're very kind, Hanabi. But of course you should have asked. Don't worry about it. And thank you.
You're so nice to her, Kasane.
Really?
Nah,
I wasn't trying to be. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask
Yuito
about?
itu si Kasane juga.
Yeah, there
Kan
is.
kalau dia tadi ke masa depan.
If you know
nah
anything
mungkin
about
ntar ke
humans
masa
coming
lalu
from the
gitu.
moon, I'm hoping you...
Did you hit your head or something?
Oh,
Nggak tahu.
so you...
Oh, mereka nggak tahu.
Wait,
Mereka nggak tahu.
what he said is true? Yes.
All right. I guess we should explain what we've been told.
We learned all of this after looking through Togetsu's archive, so I...
But if you were a Togetsu spy, Kyoka, you would know if this is...
Yes, that's indeed what we were taught. But if that was also part of the conspiracy...
Actually, no. It's true. It's all for real.
What do you mean, Kagura?
Oh iya dia mantan
Tsugumi, don't look at me like that.
mantan pendeta di sana.
I can't stand it when you look at me like that.
Kaguro, there's a lot I want to ask you. Do all Togetsu believers know this?
Right, about that. The faith. That's all a lie. Just a way to get Togetsu independence. Besides, the place is mostly made up of design children.
I must say, it didn't look like a religious establishment to me. So does that mean that you are one of the design children as well, Kagura?
Now, I said mostly, didn't I? I'm a colonist from the moon.
Kebanyakan.
Get real. Even if there actually were colonists from the moon, that would have been 2,000 years ago.
Cold sleep.
Yes, exactly. A few dozen colonists are being kept in cold sleep in a togetsu. They wake us up in turns to check on the state of the Earth. And then we're supposed to
Hold on. Does that mean you're from the same generation as Yakumo?
Look, I don't expect you to believe me right away or anything, but it's the truth. The people of New Himuka wanted to live on Earth, so those that wanted to return to the moon made Togetsu. Togetsu doesn't care about New Himuka or Seiran. They're an egotistical lot that wants to return to the moon instead of living on this crappy, other-filled planet. But as long as the extinction belt is there, they can't go back. Not only that, there's news that others are attacking the moon too. So they got to thinking, what can they do to save their homeland and escape Earth? They need to make it so the colonization never even happened in the first place.
The red strings. The time travel power.
I see. They want to go back in time and negate it all from ever happening. But wouldn't humanity eventually attempt to colonize Earth again and repeat this?
To be precise, the plan is to only take the moon and Earth back in time with a few exceptions.
Is that even possible? Taking only a portion of the universe back...
They believe the red strings can do it. They plan to leave records of this timeline's history in the areas that were not taken, so future generations won't attempt to colonize Earth again.
Hang on. I'm getting confused. That's so outrageous. I don't know how to take...
Whether you want to believe it or not, Togetsu actually managed to create the red strings to carry out their plan. Kasane is the result of that. Although, it's pretty strange how Yuito has a similar power.
Let's suppose everything he said is true. That means this isn't really the time to be squabbling over New Himuka or Seiran. If Togetsu were to get what they're after, then none of us would have ever existed.
No, that's not right. We can't let them succeed. We're all here trying to...
Kagero, why would someone at the center of Togetsu's plan reveal all this to us? Can we assume that you are planning to abandon them as well?
Ruining their plan is something I've been working towards since the beginning. That's why I joined them, to get...
That sounds great and all, but how are we supposed to believe?
You don't have to. If you've got a problem with me, I'll walk. But whatever happens, I'm not going to sit back and let them get away with erasing this history. I left my family on the moon. I won't let them take her existence, too.
Kagero means it. I can tell. It's been a long time since I've seen him like this. So please...
Tsugumi.
Tsugumi knows Kagero best. I think we can trust her judgment. Besides, I have a feeling you trust him already.
Yeah. If Tsugumi trusts him, then I trust him too.
And if Yuito does, then I do too. Of course, I'll kill him if he betrays us.
Of course. I keep making fun of them for being naive, but that's what ends up saving me.
If we're going to believe Kagero, then we have to believe all of the history about the colonists from the moon too. And then figure out what we can do.
We're stopping Togetsu's plan. That's all we can. We need someone who can move nations.
Are you going to ask New Himuka for help? We're fugitives there.
Even so, we have to. That doesn't mean I forgive them for the things they're doing. If they know what Togetsu is trying to do, they might realize their terrible actions are all in vain.
What if we asked Seiran for help? If they know about the Togetsu threat, they might realize that New Himuka isn't who they should be fighting.
I wonder. As far as I know, both New Himuka and Seiran should have a clear understanding. On top of that, they're both scheming to survive.
At least it's better than nothing. I don't want to just sit here and wait to be erased.
Indeed. So, we should split up and give it a shot?
Yes, let's do that. Yuito, you go to New Himuka.
And you go try explaining things to Seiran.
Let's do our best.
Yap, kita masuk ke hideout.